Hi, my name is Eric LaRose and I'm with Golf Masters Learning Center in Charlotte, and I want to show you a few things about the golf swing that I believe are very important and part of my philosophy as an instructor. To start off with, this is my swing here. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've worked really hard on my swing to make myself more simple and more consistent, and the things that I believe I can do for just about any golfer to help them simplify their swing and hit the ball more solid and more consistent. To start off with, my address position has to be very athletic. So you can see I have a lot of knee flex on the left side. The club should point up through about your belt buckle, so I have that. Your back does not have to be super straight. I see a lot of young golfers really arching their lower back, and that can be just a little bit dangerous because you start building up an arch in your lower back. You start putting stress on those muscles, and stress on those muscles make them very hard to work well in your golf swing. So it looks like I have a little bit of a rounded back, but I'm still in a very athletic position. My weight on my toes. The reason why it looks a little bit more rounded is I tuck my right elbow in towards my body at my address. That's an important position for me for how my arms are going to swing in my backswing. So to start off on my backswing, one of the things that I don't concern myself with that a lot of other people do is where the club gets to in my takeaway. As you can see on the left, my club goes inside the plane line, so that's the line up from my club. I do not mind the club going inside as long as it's not fanned open. So you can see, I'll highlight it in red, you can see the toe of my club is still pointing a little bit down. That makes it in a good position. I'm actually setting up my hands into a position that I want them to, and the reason why it's inside is because I'm staying very much connected with my arms and my shoulders. So as my shoulders swing around, my club should swing around, and that's really the purpose of my golf swing, is to get everything working together. So as I swing up to the top of the backswing, one of the things I really want you to notice is what my lower body does in my backswing, and that's very little. So I drew the line on the left on my right knee at address. You can see here at the top of the backswing, it's still about the same. It hasn't changed at all. And over there on the right, once again, I drew a line up from my foot to my knee to my hip, and you can see my knee and hip have not changed. That's really important to make sure I can control my rotation and make sure I have a good solid base. It also generates a lot of power because I put a lot of tension and torque in my right leg, so I'm using all the big strong leg muscles to really step into the shot. The other important thing that I really look for in every golf swing is to have a good spine angle at the top of the backswing. So you can see how my head's moved back from my original address position. My head should be a few inches behind the ball, so you can see that it's really doing that here. The key is that red line there. That's the spine angle that you need at impact. And if you're not in that spine angle at the top of the backswing, then you're going to have to really do a lot of work to adjust to get it back into that position on the way down. So it's best to just set it up. Also, it sets up a very athletic, strong position with my body where I can really step into it. So my lower body can step into it, my upper body weight can shift into the ball, so I can generate a lot of power, much as if I was to throw a ball. And it's a similar motion to throwing a ball. The other key to my golf swing is what I do with my arms. Once again, I'm really looking at keeping everything connected to what my shoulders are doing in the golf swing. So you can see it's a very short backswing, well short of parallel, but I still generate a lot of power because my body is in a position and my arms are in a position to be very aggressive down through the swing. The key to that then is on my way down, I'm eliminating any transition. So everything's set at the top of the backswing where I can just turn down into the ball, and you can see the club is following the plane line all the way down into the ball. And every time I'm getting in a great position here on the way down. All the best ball strikers have that club there, and then I can just turn right into the shot. One of the things I've seen with a lot of my better players who have been trained is they get their hips way out ahead and then they just slap at it with their arms and hands. The goal of my golf swing is to have everything working together so that I can just turn right into impact. That way I can continue to rotate and be aggressive through the shot. I'm not waiting for my arms and hands, and that way my arms and hands are not just hitting at the ball. It's not a hitting motion, it's a swinging motion. You can see the red over there on the right. You can see my spine angle maintains the same angle all the way down into impact. Ideal impact position, once again, hand leading the club, hands ahead of the ball at impact. That's perfect. I set that up at the top of my backswing, and all I have to do is turn down through the shot and then extend out towards my target. With my golf swing, the better players should have a little bit less release with their arms and hands. It still should be rotating over, but a lot less than what some players will use. And that's because we're set up for a good impact position, and what we can do is just extend out towards our target. So you see it on the left. The club is extending out towards the target, my arms are extending out towards the target, and there's a lot of less hands involved in that golf swing. And that's what keeps me consistent, even when I don't practice a lot, which most of my students don't get a chance to practice a lot. You can maintain consistency because you're not using your arms, not using your hands as much, and you're just really getting into a natural throwing motion. So you can see a lot of extension with my arms still up here, a lot of extension with my arms. So it's not just hitting at it with my hands, it's swinging through with my body to a good full rotated finish position.